Hello, hello. Welcome. We're getting ready to get started. We already got the music going. Good morning. Uh-oh, somebody's up early today. Hey, mommy. All right. I picked some new music from Epidemic Sound today. And I like it. I'm feeling it. Hope everyone's well. We're going to do some flow today. So let's get started. I am sending a shout out to everybody to join the class. You can also share and let everyone know class is getting ready to get started. I'm wearing a new shirt today. You can find this in my description. Actually. All right, so let me tell you some things you might need for class today. Always a block. If you want to have a strap, you can have a strap as well. So that's something that you can get. Those are always fun. The strap is going to help you to get into that posture, maybe reach up and lift a leg or grab. If you can't grab, the strap is always good for that. So take that. We're going to get into the intention word in just a little bit. So I'll tell you about my shirt because I forgot to do that. My shirt is by the Print Champ. So this is new. I've always had logo items. You've probably seen me wearing some things that have my logo, which my logo is here. And now I actually have some different shirts. And I figured I would share it with everyone. So these are shirts that you can purchase. It's in the description. And hey, Jackie. Hello. All right. We're going to pick this intention card. So yesterday was faith. And every day I pick an intention card. I definitely send it out to my family, but then also I post it on my IG story. So if you follow me on IG, you'll get the intention word every day. All right. And I normally sit here. I like to put it on my mat. Set a little happy intention before I actually pick a card. And then I try to pick without looking. So I'm going to put that there. Put the other ones away. Let's see what we got. All right. Can't wait to share it. Can't wait to share it. This is always fun. People have asked me, how are you doing with teaching yoga classes online? And I'm like, I like it. At first, it took a little bit to get used to, but I definitely enjoy it. It's been pretty cool. So I have no complaints. I know I am close to the mic. But let's talk about this intention word before we get started. So today's intention word, connections. All right? We got to build those connections. We got to keep it going. Even with yoga online, it's all about connecting. Even though we're not physically in the same space, we're still connecting. Send me a message on the chat. You can interact with me live. I do recorded classes, but these type of classes are live because I want to get that connection. And if you find value in it and you feel like, hey, this is really good, share it with other people. Wake them up. Tell them 8:30. That's where we are every Saturday. I really like to do these live classes. So whenever possible, I try to be live. Now, there are some Saturdays that I can't do it live, and I still make sure that you have a class every Saturday. But however, I do love the interaction. I do love the live classes. It brings me a lot of joy to be able to share with other people. And when people send me messages, they leave comments about how they do the classes every day. Some of my recorded, like 20-minute ones. It really makes me feel like happy. I can't even describe it. It's just like, wow, people actually watch. So I enjoy it, and I hope that you find value out of it. I do take requests. So if you have a video or a class that you're looking for, let me know, because I do take requests for my videos. I upload every Monday and every Wednesday, and then the live class is every Saturday. And just to give you a secret that no one knows yet, I'm going to be doing a 30-day yoga challenge. Every day is going to be a new upload next month. It's 30 days in September. You're going to get 30 classes. So start find your tribe, find your buddy. Every day is going to be a yoga class, and it's going to be for all levels. So get that ready, because we're going to start that in September. So tell everyone. All right, it's 8:30. Y'all ready? You ready? We're going to get on the mat. And I'm kind of liking this music. I chose one that was laid back, and then it had like a float to it. And I feel like I'm floating. So let me know if you feel the same way. When it comes to the breath, like we do with every class, just ground ourselves. One, thank yourself. You woke up this morning. You got to thank whoever it is that you think that you woke up this morning, because it's not always promised, and not everyone woke up. So we are thankful and grateful that we woke up this morning. As we bring ourselves to rest on our mat, any comfortable seated variation, our palms can be up, one hand on our heart, one hand on our belly, whatever's comfortable for you. We inhale in through the nose. Exhale, open mouth. Let the shoulders come down. See if we can inhale to 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold. Exhale. Let's see if we can exhale to 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. One more. Inhale in. 1, 2, 3. Hold. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Very nice. Taking those hands down. As we ground ourselves here, we're setting that intention of connections. We want to connect, even if it's through the ether. We connect with our body. We connect with other people. We create those connections that foster our business, foster our relationships at work. It's all about connections. Even though we're not physically able to gather in some places, we still connect. We find ways to connect, because as humans, that's what we want to do. We want to interact. So as you take that word connections and you take it into whatever it feels like for you today, I want you to try that on and set that as your intention for today. We're going to take one inhale in as we bring the arms up overhead. Lift through the chest. Exhale, bring those arms down onto the mat. Lower your hands down, lower your head. See if you can give your shoulders a rock from left to right. Maybe floating through with the music. And then walking those hands over to the right side. Let those forearms come down. Feel that stretch on your side body. We're going to take that hand that's in front, wrap it around to our back, bringing our palms up. Maybe just open up. Bring that gaze up towards the ceiling. We're going to open up that side body early. And on that exhale, bring that hand back down. Take one full cycle of breath and walk the hands back to center and then over to the other side. Again, letting those forearms come down. So maybe one side may be a little different than the other. That's okay. We're going to accept our bodies where we are today, taking that front hand, bringing it around to the back, bringing those palms up, bring that gaze up towards the ceiling. Open up that chest. On that exhale, bring that hand back down onto the mat. Take one full cycle of breath. And on that exhale, come back to center. Maybe see if you can get a little bit lower, bringing that head towards the mat. And on that inhale, walk the hands back up towards the body, back up to that seated position. Take those feet out in front of you. Give those legs a shake. You're sitting up nice and tall. Flex those toes back towards your body. Flex them back. And point them down. Flex them back. Point them down. Bring your fingertips out to the side. We're coming up onto those fingertips. Flex the toes back. And bring it up. Lift through the chest. Lift, lift, lift. And flex it back. Bring those arms up overhead. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Lift through the chest. On that exhale, hinge forward. Come forward down towards the feet. Your hands land wherever they are. Maybe on your feet, maybe on your shins. When you get there, flat back, lower your body down towards your legs. Maybe even inviting a small bend into your knees as you bring your body down. This is also a time if you want to bring that strap in, you can also bring that strap around to the back of your feet. Take one more breath in. Exhale, maybe see if you can straighten those legs out a little. Give your body some room. Relax those shoulders. On that inhale, bringing those arms up just as we came in, using that core, bring it all the way up. On that exhale, bring those hands back down onto your fingertips, onto your side. We're going to keep those right fingertips down as we extend the left arms up overhead. Bring it over to the side. Lift through the chest. Stack those shoulders. Open that chest. And on that exhale, come down. We're going to do the other side. Come up onto those fingertips. Press into the fingertips. And come back. Turn your body to the right, bringing both hands out to the side. Maybe bring that top hand to the outside of your thigh, your shin, wherever you are. Turn and look behind you. And coming back to center, we're going to go to the opposite side. Again, sitting up nice and tall, look behind you. And coming back to center, unravel. We're going to come onto that tabletop position, onto your hands and knees. All right. Those knees are going to be hip distance apart. Your toes are going to be untucked. Hands are going to be shoulder distance apart. We're going to bring those shoulders just gently over the wrist. We're going to tap out our toes. So give it a little tap. We're going to wake up those feet and bring them to stillness. We're going to shift our weight towards our heels. So shift your bottom towards your heels. This is our modified child's pose here. Take that forehead down towards the mat. Feel that stretch. Come up onto your fingertips. So you're creating that space in between the hands. The palms of the hands are not going to be down on the mat. Those fingertips are going to be up. Feel that stretch in your shoulders. Press into those fingers. And come forward, lower the hands down, pressing into the fingertips. Lean forward. Shift the weight back to that tabletop position. We're going to come back, bringing those hands right underneath the shoulders. Rock from left to right. We're warming up that body nice and slow. So we're doing a lot of chest openers, heart openers today. We're going to tuck those toes underneath. We're going to push up to that first downward facing dog of the day. So push up, bring those heels down. This is our first one. Pedal your feet out. Move your hips. And when you're ready, lower those heels down, push away with the fingertips. Come to that downward facing dog. We're going to begin to walk our gaze up our legs. So starting at our toes, we bring that gaze to the top of the feet, up the shin, to our thighs, and maybe even all the way up to our bellies, tucking that chin in towards the chest, shifting that weight down towards the heels. I'm going to take one full cycle of breath. Maybe we get a little deeper in the posture. On that exhale, bringing that gaze towards the hands, walk the feet towards the top of the mat, come to that forward fold. Now this is our first one. Bend the knees. Bring those hands down, maybe even behind the ankles. Shift the weight into the balls of the feet. Relax the head. I'm going to take opposite elbows for ragdoll pose. Give your body a rock from left to right. Press into those toes. Keep yourself grounded. Shake your head yes and no. Lowering those hands back to that forward fold. Maybe seeing if you can get a little bit closer. That nose towards the knee. And on that inhale, press into the feet. Bring yourself all the way up for that first mountain pose. Extended mountain, arms overhead. Bring the hands to touch. We're going to do a slight back bend here as we bring that gaze up towards the ceiling. Open up that chest. On that exhale, forward fold. We're going to go into our sun salutation. Hands to shin for a flat back. Press the hands down, step back into that plank pose or that tabletop position, whatever's comfortable for you. If this is too much for you, feel free to push back to downward facing dog and we'll meet you there. If you're in your plank pose, we're going to lower ourselves down, elbows in, and then come all the way down, push up to that baby cobra or that full upward facing dog, and then push back. We all meet in our downward facing dog. I'm going to take 2 more breaths here. As we bring that gaze towards the hands, come back to that forward fold. On that inhale, bring those arms all the way up. Overhead, extended mountain. Can bring them to touch. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to shin for a flat back. Plant your hands down, step back and flow. We meet in our downward facing dog. So you flow through whatever's comfortable for you, whatever you're feeling today. Taking 2 breaths in downward facing dog. Bringing that gaze towards your hands, come back to that forward fold. On that inhale, come all the way up, arms overhead, extended mountain. We got 1 more. We're getting that body nice and warm. Forward fold. Hands to shin for a flat back. Plant your hands down, step back and flow. We meet in our downward facing dog. This time we're going to bring that right leg up towards the sky. So bring it up. Breathe here, press away with the fingers. We're going to bring that foot through to frame the hands. So we're first in that low lunge. Feel free if you need to drop that knee down. You can always drop your knee. If not, keep that knee up. Both toes are going to be tracking forward. Feel free if you need that block just to give you that extra lift. You can do that as well. We're going to take the inside hand. So that left hand is going to come to the inside of the right foot. And we're going to open up. open the hands up. Bring that right hand up towards the sky. Again, we're opening up that chest today. Opening up your shoulders. Feel free if you'd like to do a mini bind here. Taking that top hand behind you. Behind your back palm is up. Open those shoulders. So you're almost stacking your shoulders. Bring that gaze towards the ceiling. Again, if this is too much, you can always drop the knee. On that next inhale, bring that arm back up overhead. And exhale, bring it down to frame the foot. We're going to step back into that downward facing dog. Push back, downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal your feet out here. Bringing those heels to stillness. We're going to do the other side. So taking that left leg up towards the sky. Letting it hover here as we push away with our fingers. Just feeling that strength from that standing leg. And then bend the knee, bring it through to frame the hand. Again, low lunge on the other side. Now you may notice that one side is a little easier than the other side. It's okay, wherever you are. Again, you can have that block. We're going to take one more breath as we get nice and stable within our low lunge, our runner's lunge here. We're going to take that right hand to the inside of the left foot. We're going to circle that left arm overhead. Bring that gaze up. Gaze up towards that hand. Again, if you'd like to bind, you can bring that hand behind you, palm faces up, open that shoulder. Feel free to always drop the knee if you need to. Listen to your body. Going to take one more breath. And on that inhale, bring that arm back up overhead. On that exhale, we're going to bring that hand down to frame the foot. Step back to that downward facing dog. Paddle your feet out here. Bring those heels to stillness as we walk the gaze up the leg, tucking the chin into the chest. And on that exhale, bring that gaze towards the hands. Walk the feet towards the hands. We're back to that forward fold. On that inhale, bring the arms overhead, press into the feet, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. We're going into that sun salutation B. We're going to put a bend into the knees. Sit in your chair. Nice long spine here. Nice long spine, shifted weight into the heels. See if you can squat down a little bit deeper. You can bring those knees together. On that in, exhale, forward fold. Hands to shin, flat back. Plant your hands, step back and flow. We meet in our downward facing dog. All right. Time to start moving into that sun salutation B. We're going to lift the right leg up towards the sky. You can bring it open for a three-legged dog here. If you'd like to flip your dog, you can also do that. If not, we're going to stay here just opening up that hip. And then straighten that leg, bend the knee, bring it through to frame the hand. Pivot that back foot, warrior one. You can bring the hands to touch, whatever's comfortable for you. Bringing that gaze right in front of you, bend down. Make sure that knee is tracking right over your ankle. That back pinky toe is on the mat. On that exhale, open up, warrior two. Nice and strong. Maybe sink down a little further. Inhale, we're going to reverse our warrior. Open up the chest. Lift through. So we're going to lift the chest. Open it up. On that exhale, we come to that side angle. Feel free if you need your block, you can put your block down or take the forearm overhead. Forearm down, arm overhead. If you really want to open up through that chest, bring that hand down onto a block or to the ground. Open up through the chest. Guess that's today's theme, right? Heart openers, chest openers. On that inhale, reverse your warrior. Put that bend into the knee. Reverse the warrior, lift through the chest. Exhale, come back to that side angle. Whatever modification that you need. Again, you can always take the block to whatever size you need it and open up through the chest. We don't want to compromise our form. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, we're going to do one more side angle. Last side angle. I know you got it. So wherever you are, even if you want to come down, all the way down, wherever you are, we're going to turn that front hand, framing the foot, pivot that back foot, toe tracks forward. We're going to step back into that downward facing dog. Again, feel free to pedal out your feet here. As you bring the heels to stillness, walking the gaze up the thighs. We're going to do that same thing for our left side. So as we bring that left foot up towards the sky, you can open it up for a three-legged dog. Open that hip, letting that foot come over across your body, pressing away with your hands, and then bringing that foot back to the center and bringing it through to frame the hands. Pivot that back foot. Come up for your warrior one on your left side. Bend into that front knee. See if you can get a little bit deeper. That back pinky toe is what's going to anchor you on the back. On that exhale, open up to that warrior two. Nice strong arms. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Lift through the chest. We're all about chest openers. Hip openers are coming later. And side angle, whatever side angle variation. If it's here, if it's here, if it's a block, wherever you are. Lift through the chest. We want to bring that gaze up towards the ceiling. Keep that bend in your front knee. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Wherever you are. And inhale, reverse. We got one more side angle. You got one more in you. Side angle. Wherever you are, here is fine. Bring it down. Don't forget to breathe on that inhale, reverse. We're going to lower that hand down. We're going to step back and we flow through. We meet in our downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal out your feet in your downward facing dog, whatever feels comfortable to you, shifting the weight down towards the heels. Press away with the hands. Walk that gaze up the thighs, tucking that chin into the chest. On your next inhale, bring that gaze towards the hands. Walk the feet towards the hands. Come back to that forward fold. On your inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Extended mountain. Hands to touch if you like. On that exhale, we bring those hands down by our side. We're here in our mountain pose. Take a moment to breathe. We're going to move the hips from left to right. How are we feeling? I know you're feeling good. All right, bring those feet to stillness. Looking down at our feet. Our second toe tracking forward. Maybe a slight bend in the knees. Gently have that tailbone tucked under. We're going to bring those arms up overhead. Lift up through the chest. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive down. So we're going to take those hands and we're going to cross them over our body. So cross your hands over. We're going to cross our arms over our shins. So cross them over and lower your head, opening up that back. Feel that stretch on your back, maybe even your shoulders as you open up your body. We're going to release those hands and then cross the other way. So whichever hand was on the bottom is now on the top. Cross it over, holding the backs of your calves. Lower those hands down to the mat, back to that forward fold. And on your inhale, come all the way up. Nice and slow, nice and gently, one vertebra at a time. That head is going to come up last. Extended mountain, bringing those arms up overhead. And exhale, release it down. We're going to come to the side of your mat. So come to the side of your mat. Open up those feet nice and wide. So those toes are still going to be tracked forward, but on the side of your mat. Look down at your pinky toes. Are those pinky toes supporting the edge of your feet? Inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Lift through the chest, tucking that tailbone gently. On that exhale, we're hinging forward, swan dive down, hinge all the way down, bringing that head towards the mat. You can take those hands down wherever you are. Maybe even if you feel comfortable getting deeper into this stretch, maybe you widen your stance, wherever you are. Lower that head down towards the earth. We're going to take 3 breaths here. Let your shoulders relax with every exhale. Let your head surrender closer to the mat. Make those hands come down, framing your head, letting your shoulders relax. Fingertips are in the mat. Your feet, those sides of your feet, pinky toe edge is what's anchoring you here. We're going to press into the hands, come into a flat back. So wherever you are, flat back here. Come up to those fingertips. I want you to be light within your wrist. So coming up to those fingertips. Exhale, come back down to that forward fold. We're coming back up to that flat back. We're going to take our right hand, bring it to the center. Take that left arm up overhead, extend it over your head. Bring that gaze up towards the ceiling. Again, we're opening up that chest. Bring that gaze up. If you'd like to bind that hand behind your back with the palm up, you can. And on that exhale, wherever you are, take that hand back down. We're going to swap it out. Taking your left arm up, your right arm overhead. Left arm is down. Bring that gaze up towards the ceiling. Really open up. Open up through the chest. Again, if you'd like to bind, take that hand behind you. And on that next exhale, bring that hand down. Both hands are going to be down. Come back to that forward fold. Bringing that head down towards the mat. Feel free, you can have a block under your head, connecting with the block. The block connects with the earth. On that next inhale, come to that flat back, press into the fingers. Come to that flat back. We're going to heel toe the feet back to that forward fold. So those hands are going to keep us grounded as we heel toe ourselves back into that forward fold. Maybe taking the hands behind the shins, behind the calves. Lowering your head back towards your nose towards your knees. And on that inhale, We're going to bend our knees, sit back into our chair. We're still on the side of our mat. Maybe bringing those knees together, whatever's comfortable for you. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. There you go. Take your hands to heart center. We're going to open up through that chest. So we're going to turn to the right, taking that left elbow to the outside of the thigh. Bring that gaze up. Open up through the shoulders, open up through the chest. Bring that gaze up overhead. If you'd like to extend this pose, you can always bring those arms out, really extending those shoulders, opening your hands, whatever's available to you right now. If your hands are extended, bringing them back to prayer hands, coming back to center, and then over to the other side. Again, taking that gaze up towards the ceiling. If you'd like to open up here, seeing how that feels. And inhale, come back to center. We're going to bring those arms back up overhead. Relax the shoulders away from your ears. Those thighs are burning. Yes. Exhale, forward fold. Give it some relief. 2 breaths here. You deserve the breath. On that inhale, we're going to come all the way up, extended mountain, arms overhead, press into the toes. Maybe bringing those hands to touch. Counter pose, slight back bend here. And on that exhale, come back to that mountain pose. We're still on the side of our mats. Very nice. So we're going to bring our gaze over to our right side from our side. So bring that foot over to the side. Just step it out. We're on the side of our mat. And then step the back foot, still pivoted, out just a little wider. Turn your hips and your gaze towards that right foot. Bring those arms overhead. On that exhale, we're going to hinge forward. Pyramid pose here. Bring those hands down, frame the foot wherever you are. We're bringing that knee to the inside of the nose. Nose to the inside of the knee. Inside of the nose. That's funny. Lower your head down. Feel free if you'd like to invite some blocks here. You can always bring blocks into the play. And that way you can extend yourself here. As you get comfortable, you can lower your body down. Listen to your body wherever you are. Maintain that pinky toe edge on that back foot. Press into your big toe as you extend that stretch up the leg. We're going to take that hand to the inside of that right foot. Sweep that back hand overhead. Invite a little twist here. We're still opening the chest. Feel that stretch on your hip. On that exhale, lower that hand back down. Frame the foot. We're going to come out of it just as we came in. Both arms overhead. Press into the feet. Engage your core as you lift yourself back up. Turning back to the center of your mat. Turn that foot back in. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So now we're going to bring that other toe out. Turn your gaze towards the foot, towards your left side. On that exhale, we hinge forward, coming all the way down. Bringing that head to the inside of the knee. Lower your body to your comfort. Let your shoulders relax. We're going to take that hand to the inside of the foot. Again, twist, bring that opposite hand up towards the sky. Feel that stretch in your hip. Open up your chest. Now that back foot is going to be actively keeping you balanced, as well as that hand. On that exhale, bring that hand back down to frame the foot. We're going to come out of it as gracefully as we went in, bringing those arms back up overhead, press into the feet, bring yourself up nice and slow. We're coming back to the center of our mat, pivot to the center, bring both toes back to the center of the mat, forward. On that exhale, we're going to bring our hands to our goalpost hands. Goddess arms, goalpost, whatever's comfortable for you. We're going to do a slight back bend as we lift through the chest. Lift through. Bring that gaze up. Inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Come back to straighten. Exhale, goddess arms, goalposts, and bring that gaze up. Open through the chest and come up. One more. Bring it forward, goalpost hands, bring that chest high and back up. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way down. We're going to walk those hands towards the top of our mat, towards our foot. Turn your foot back to the top of that mat. We're in that runner's lunge. As we step the back foot up to meet the front, we're back into the forward fold. On that inhale, bring those arms up overhead, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to shin, flat back. Plant your hands down, step back, and we flow. We meet in our downward facing dog. So we have one more set of heart openers. Just as we did with those goddess arms, we're going to come back to that. Lift that right leg up towards the sky. We're going to bring it through. Frame the hands. Pivot that back foot. Come up to that warrior one. And we did those goddess arms. We're going to come back to those goalpost arms here as we lift through the chest. Lift through, bring your hands back. Relax the shoulders and press up. Exhale, goddess pose, open up. Inhale, come up. Exhale, press. And back up. One last one, press through and back up. Bring those hands down, we step back and we flow, meeting in our downward facing dog. We're going to do that same thing on our left side. So bring that left foot up towards the sky. We bend it and bring it through to frame the hands. Pivot that back foot, warrior one. Inhale in, exhale, open the chest. Inhale in. Exhale, goddess pose, open the chest. Inhale in. And exhale, goddess. Inhale in. Exhale, goddess. This is our last one. Make it count. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring those hands down, step back, and flow. Press into that feet and the heels into the downward facing dog. Bring the gaze up the leg. Tuck the chin. We're going to bring those knees down. Come down to that tabletop position. Untuck your toes. Give your hips a rock from left to right. All right. Pat yourself on the back. Take one hand. Pat yourself. Take the other hand. Give yourself a pat. You did well. We're going to take that right hand to the center of our mat. We're not done with our chest openers. I hope you didn't think we were done. Bring that hand up overhead. Open up through the chest. We're going to thread our hand underneath of our hand in front. Lower that shoulder down, lower that forehead down. So we're opening up our chest, feeling that stretch along our back. You can walk that top hand forward, whatever's comfortable to you. Taking one more full cycle of breath. Walking that top hand back towards your head, press into that hand, lift your left hand up. Bring that gaze back up towards the ceiling, arm back up overhead. On that exhale, we're going to swap it out. Come to the other side. So bring that hand down, swap the hand up. Open up through the chest. On that exhale, thread your hand underneath. Bring that shoulder down. Bring that gaze up. Walk that hand out in front. Feel that stretch along your back. Again, you're going to walk that front hand back towards your head. As you press up, bring that hand back up overhead. And on that exhale, lower both hands back down as we come back to our tabletop position. We're going to bring those knees out nice and wide. Big toes to touch, push back to that child's pose. Lower yourself down. Lower your forearms down. Take a moment to come back to your breath. Walk those hands back towards your head. Press up. We're going to take those knees over to one side as you come down onto your bottom. Swing the feet in front. Shimmy your body up towards the front of your mat. Feet are going to be flat onto your mat. Inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Lift through the chest. Bring that chest towards your knees, crunching it in. Exhale, tuck your tailbone under as you lower your body all the way down, keeping those feet planted on the mat. Take one breath. Bring those arms overhead. Whew. We made it to the ground. Oh. All right, hug your knees into your chest. Lower back is flat on the mat. Rock your hips from left to right. That feels good on that lower back, especially after all those heart openers, all of those twists. We're going to take one foot up towards the ceiling. Doesn't matter which foot. Flex the toes down towards your body. Spread those toes. Hug that knee in. Swap it out. Take the opposite foot overhead. Flex the toes down. Spread those toes nice and wide. And take it down. We're going to do that again on each leg. Flex the toes down. Spread the toes. Bring it in. Other side. We're going to take that bent knee. Bring it up towards the ceiling to join the other one. Press into that lower back. Bring those toes down towards your body. We're going to bring our hands up towards our toes. Maybe it doesn't touch, that's okay. You don't have to touch your toes. You just bring the gaze up, bring them towards the toes. Press into the shoulders. Take those hands. It's like we're holding up the ceiling with our hands and our feet. We're pressing into those shoulders. Press those shoulders into the mat. Nice and flat. We want to hold flat back here. On that exhale, we're going to lower down. So relax the fingers, relax the toes. We're going to lower down our hands and our feet. Engage your core as we bring our body down to be flat. Nice and controlled. And once you get there, relax. Take a breath. Can we bring both feet and hands back up, engaging our core? So bring them back up towards the ceiling. Nice and slow, engage your core. We're going to hold up that ceiling. Press into the shoulders, into the mat. And bend them knees. Bring them in towards the chest. Give it a rock. Oh, that feels good. Bend your feet. Set it flat onto the mat. Wherever those knees are, we're going to have the toes track forward. Let the knees fall over to one side. Just let them fall. Turn your gaze away from your knees. Bring the knees back up to center. Let them fall on the other side. As long as the toes are tracked forward, you don't have to worry about where the knees are. We're just opening that hip, opening up our sides. Bring those knees back up to center. Give them a rock from left to right, like a little windshield rock. We're going to take our hands down towards our feet. Walk your heels in towards your glute. See if you can touch those fingertips. If not, bring those elbows in. Walk the heels in as close as you can get them. Hands can be up, little robot arms. Wherever you are with your placement, we're going to press into the feet. Lift the hips up. Bring those hips up towards the ceiling. Allow those shoulders to press into the mat. Relax the jaw. Press into that big toe. Lift those hips up just a little bit higher. On that exhale, lower your hips down. Hug the knees in. Give it a rock. We're going to do that one more time. Press those hands down. Press the feet down. Walk the heels in. Wherever you are, robot arms or hands down. We're going to press into the feet. Lift the hips. Bring them up as high as you can get it. We're counter stretching that lower back. Press that big toe down. Engage your quads. Engage your glutes. Lift up. Relax those shoulders. Even if your arms are here, press into the backs of the arms. Lift through the chest. Lift through the hips. Press a little bit higher. This is our last one. We're giving it all we got. Press into the hips. On that exhale, lower the body down. We're going to hug the knees, each knee to each shoulder, nice and wide. Give it a rock from left to right. On that exhale, we're going to bring those knees to close. Keep the knees towards the chest. Take those hands out to a T. Let your knees fall over to one side. Supine twist is always the best twist for this. Turn your gaze opposite of your knees. Let your shoulders relax. Relax the tension in your knee and your jaw. Keep those knees stacked as much as possible. If you'd like to take the hand closest to your knees, take it onto your thigh, guiding those knees and thighs down. Take one more full cycle of breath. On that inhale, we're going to bring those knees back to center. Keep them close. Engage that core. Hug it in, and then let it come to the other side. Again, turning that gaze opposite of your knees. You can take the hand that's closer to the thighs and place them on them. Keeping those knees together, thighs stacked. Allow the shoulders to relax, even uncurl those fingers. Let your fingertips get soft. Take one more full cycle of breath. Keeping those knees together, bring those knees back to the center. Keep the core engaged. Hug it in. We're going to cross our feet over. So cross those ankles over. Maybe you can grab the toes, grab the feet, And we're going to begin to cross the legs over as well. Cross the legs. So this is our cow pose that we do in a seated position, but we're just crossing our legs over, holding on to each foot. You can hold those feet toward your body, bringing those elbows down. Feeling that stretch on that outer hip. With every breath, you relax the hands, maybe bringing those toes closer to the earth. Relax here, keep going. I really want you to feel that stretch on your hip. Take one more breath. Release the hands. We're going to uncross the legs and then cross them the other way. We got to give both sides some love. So grabbing your feet, grabbing your shins. We're going to cross them over again. Allow those feet to come down towards the earth as we bring our elbows down onto the mat. Relax your shoulders. Press those shoulders into the mat. Maybe noticing that the knees don't stack one over the other on one side. That's all right. Wherever we are today, I want you to try to get those shoulders, that lower back, to connect with the earth. Feel yourself grounded here. Maybe those knees don't quite connect. It's all right. Allow your hands to connect with any part of the leg that is comfortable as you open up those hips. Relax your toes. Feel that stretch on your hip. We're going to take one more breath. And when you're ready, release the tension on the feet. We're going to bring those knees back into the chest as we uncross the legs. Give it a hug in. Rock the lower back. Left to right. And on that exhale, we're going to lower down one leg, hug in the other. Just feel that stretch. Release the shoulders. We're going to swap it out. Hug in the opposite leg, lower down the other. Relax the shoulders. And then allow both legs to come all the way down onto the mat. Bring those arms up overhead. Give it one final stretch. Roll the ankles, wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers. And when you're ready, we're going to exhale, come to that final Shavasana pose. We made it. Palms can come down onto our side. Or maybe that one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. As we connect with our breath, we connect with our body. We thank ourselves for this practice. We come back to our intention of connection. I want you to feel the connection, your body to the earth. Feel this connection of grounding. Release the tension from your body, starting at the crown of your head. Unclench your jaw. Relax your tongue. Let your shoulders relax. Melt away into the mat. Let your spine be soft. Hips are connecting with the mat. Knees, ankles, and toes are relaxed. We're coming back to the breath. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale, let your body melt. One more inhale in. Exhale, let your body melt. Fingers get soft. We're going to take 2 breaths of silence as we seal our intention, getting ourselves ready for our day. When you're ready, invite movement back into your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes. Let your breath deepen. And then hug one knee at a time into your chest. Rolling over to one side. Cradle your head if you need to. Take up space. And when you're ready, use that top hand. Push yourself back into a comfortable seated position. We're taking those hands to heart center, our thumbs into our chest. I want you to thank yourself for showing up for you today. Thank your body for supporting you in this practice. I thank you for allowing me to share my practice with you. I hope that you enjoyed it. Take this with you off the mat and onto your day. I wish you a great, great day. Namaste. You made it. You made it. Smile. Enjoy yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back, right? We made it through. Hope that chest feels good. We opened ourselves up. Let me know in the chat how you enjoyed it. Definitely give it a thumbs up. Thank you. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Angela. Hello. Monica. I know we got Max in the house. How are you? Hope you enjoyed the practice. It's always good to just open up your body. Oh, okay. All right. So Ella, we got Ella in the house. All right. I'm so glad that everyone's here enjoying the practice. It's really good to just be able to connect, right? The intention word is connections. And I want to keep this connection going. Please, if you don't have a subscription already, please like this and subscribe and share this with other people, right? We want to keep the connection going. If you find value in it, you never know other people might find value. So share it with other people. Hey, Samantha, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Share it with other people. We want to keep the connections going. And like I said, my shirt that I have on, this is a shirt that you can find in the description. It does have my logo on the back as well. It's a really great shirt to work out in. I feel really comfortable in it. Hugs you in all the right ways. This is a small, so just for sizing purposes, this is a small. And also just continue to share it. I enjoy this practice, and I'm giving you a sneak story update. For me, I am going to be starting a 30-day yoga challenge in September. So that's going to be going on. So you guys heard it first. 30-day yoga challenge is going to start in September. So get your buddies. You always got to have that accountability buddy to keep you going. I have an accountability buddy, Dre Baby. She's out there. She's my accountability buddy. We talk about so many different things, and we have a appointment every Sunday that we meet. So it just keeps things going, makes it fun, makes it interesting. So I enjoy you. I thank you for being a part of my journey, and I'm happy to be a part of your journey. So I thank you so much, and I will see you next Saturday. Feel free to watch the other videos and share it with others. And with that, I will see you next week. Have a good one.